Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on Pennsylvania. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And our pitcher in this game, Snyder. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Dylan Moore, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Wow, Boog. First pitch of the night, and looks like the strike zone's a little small.
Kicks and fires.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's a little bit low.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first. One up, one down. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Dylan Moore.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
J.P. Crawford in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, base is empty. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Looks it away for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Here's Victor Robles. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And that's in there for strike one.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Two outs, base is empty. And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting in this one, Luis Castillo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
In the air out to center. Haniger makes the catch, and there's one gone. Let's take a look at our lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Number 0 stands in now and watches strike one. Castillo, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot. Dives for it, got it, makes the play.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Two down, bases empty. And now Jeff Cross. That one fouled off.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and that's a two-bagger. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the first baseman, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Arozarena going back, way back, out of here. A 2-run homer, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the power-hitting catcher. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So man aboard. Now it's the shortstop.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
First and second, 2 outs. Hunt, the next to hit. Looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 for 5 in that one. That's hard hit in the line. Robles makes the play, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides, and with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now it's going to be Luke Raley. First pitch just misses. Raley went deep twice in his last game. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Fought off foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Hunt gets it to first. They get the out on Arozarena. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mariners go down quietly there. They trail things here 2-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here is number 99.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
Castillo back to work. That's to third. Shenton fires across the diamond. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
The right fielder, number 6.
And now the right fielder coming off a big one yesterday where he knocked in 5. Castillo, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground. Moore whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, number 69.
So the lineup flips over, and now the center fielder, he's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. We played 2 full. The 66ers on top 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. That one at triple digits. Shenton throws right, bats left. 27 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. And that one fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Out to short. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Now batting Mitch Haniger. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
And that misses. And it's 1-2.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Mariners are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Let's take a look at the pitcher of the month. He's been outstanding of late.
Left fielder, number 0.
pitch. And that one ripped into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Cross stands in here. Takes ball one low. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, number 10.
Two outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that'll do it. And we're back. Here's Dylan Moore.
The second baseman, Dylan Moore.
Outside low. 1-0.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
So digging in, J.P. Crawford. Fly to left his first time.
Yeah. 0-1.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one just misses.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Strikes him out with 101.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Robles at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Late with the swing there.
0-2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Nobody left for Seattle. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, number 23. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And the batter will be the shortstop. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fouled off down the right side. That one outside. 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Down the line. Robles giving chase. He's got it. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Now it's the second baseman, Coleman Hunt. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And it's caught for the out. Next is the designated hitter. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Haniger going back. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. And they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Now it's the right fielder. 0 for 1 so far. That's outside. And it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a strike. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. So the batting order turns over. Here's the center fielder. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And it's gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 6-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Luis Castillo won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Pitching change here, Taylor Saucedo.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
So 2 down. Now the left fielder. 0 for 2 in this one. Tap foul at the plate. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Snyder back to work. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
1 ball.
And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Outside. The count now 2-2.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Arozarena batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Knowing that the
Two
pitcher
strikes.
wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Shenton now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
0-1.
Swings through that.
He's in a great spot right here.
0-2.
Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Raley off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. 1 left for Seattle. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Jeff Cross.
Third baseman.
And first offering is fouled off. Cross matched a couple of homers in his last game. 0-1. And a foul ball. Out to short. Crawford slings it across, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, number 10.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. He's already homered in this game. First
Ball.
pitch
That's inside.
misses. One down, base is empty. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
Now batting,
And here's the catcher. He's 2 for 2. First
Inside
pitch
ball.
doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 2-1. Liner caught it second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. 1 for 2. And ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He makes the grab, and that is that. Top 6. In now is the Mariners DH, Jorge Polanco. Polanco, a former All-Star, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball one.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
That's ripped, base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Now back, second baseman, Dylan.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. That to right. Settles under this one. And makes the grab. 2 down.
The bat, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. A little out front there as he swings through it.
And it really looks like
0-1
these
the
hitters
count.
have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Right through there for a strike. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Swing and a miss as he was late that
I got a
time.
ball, 1
Spin
strike.
rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Two outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. The 66ers have the lead, 6-0. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Coleman Hunt. Hunt with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Now time called at the plate. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning. And next is the designated hitter. On the ground right side. And it stays fair. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Now batting, number 6,
So they're at the corners now. And now the right fielder. On the corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. To first, and they've got him picked off. In there safely. And fouled off. Hard ground ball for a base stop. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw. Now he dives and gets the tag on him. And there's 1 away.
That's an excellent job. That's the way to come up firing right there. Very aggressive and ready to show off the arm. Keeps the run from scoring.
And now the center fielder. He's a guy who does it all. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slinging it to first in time.
Now batting, number 0.
Here's the left fielder. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Over to first. They limit the damage here. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. The 66ers with the lead, 7-0.
245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew you didn't give no lip with a big jump.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Big Dog John.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Kind of quiet and shy. And if you spoke at all, you just said hi to Big John.
Raleigh leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Ripped to third. Fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Ringley.
Luke Raley now at the plate. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a miss, 99. How do you do? What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
The Mariners with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And up next for Seattle, Randy Arozarena.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Close one. Doesn't get the call.
1-0.
Ball one. Just missed.
2-0. There you
2-0,
go.
check swing, appeal to first, and he went around according to Patrick Johnson. This one chopped up the middle. Little Baltimore chop action for the base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Austin Shenton, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's the strike at the knees. Arozarena, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation
No ball,
early.
2 strikes.
Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Mariners leave 1. They continue to trail 7-0. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Got
Yeah.
a shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Check swing, no appeal. And that's ball 1.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic
Nope.
fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
Ball 3.
And that's way high. And that's ball 3.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep. And then
It's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
We got full
Yeah.
count.
Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Got him looking for the strikeout. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees.
Now batting,
And now the first baseman. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Zips it across, 2 up, 2 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit.
Ball inside.
The lefty, the 1-0. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run.
He's
What a
out.
play. Inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8th inning coming up. The 66ers have the advantage, 7-0.
Every morning at the mine, you can see him arrive. He stood
Welcome
6
back
foot
as
6,
we take a look at their upcoming
45,
schedule.
Broad at the shoulder, narrow at the hip, and everybody knew you didn't give no lip with Big John. Big Bad John.
John back to work. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Next offering is outside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Sizes this one up. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
So man aboard. Mitch Haniger will hit next. And it's fouled away. Polanco leads off second with nobody out. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Cut on and miss, struck him out at 98. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So up next, Dylan Moore, 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And now the count is even. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Polanco up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now the number 2 hitter, J.P. Crawford, 1 for 3. Just missed.
That's inside.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
2 outs. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And they'll do it again. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. One left for Seattle. Not going their way. It's 7-0.
He didn't say much, kind of quiet and shy. And if you spoke at all, he just said hi to Big John.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Trent Thornton. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Now it's the shortstop. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And gone! So he blasts one out the other way. His 16th homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 8-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Now it's the second baseman, Coleman Hunt. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now fly ball to right center. Haniger sizing it up. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And now the DH. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Up the middle. Crawford throws to first in time. Got him.
Now batting, number 6.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Slice to right.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man at first. Here's the center fielder. They say he went.
0-1's the count.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike two. In the dirt. Swings and lines one towards the gap. Could be extra bases. Coming home. Throw cut off to third. And they tag him out. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. 9th inning coming up. The 66ers out front 9-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 44.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Good eye right there. That one drifts inside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
And here is Cal Raleigh, just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
He swings and fouls one off. And there's a foul ball. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Robles over at first with 1 away.
There you
1-1 check swing, appeal down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. And that one is lifted in the air. Nabs it, 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. Up and in, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two outs. Base hit, center field. The throw to second is offline. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
And first offering is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Just missed. Right side, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Wanna get drunk tonight and fuck someone famous. So I just name a time and a place, and you're game for it. Value player, hotel room, meet you there. Just traveling the world, trying different drugs and girls. Flying places we never been. Fuck the world.